Let's see how you can solve a quadratic equation by converting it into a square. Solving quadratic equation through conversion into square form. Now what do you do here? Let's say you were given an equation x squared plus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0. And you have to solve it through conversion into square form. You know what the conversion into square form is? You convert this equation into such a form that on the left hand side you have anything, let's say x plus whatever be the number, whole square is equal to something else on the other side, which again is a square. Now to start with, it might seem as to how do I achieve this? But to do this, there are certain simple steps that one needs to follow. The first step is make x square a perfect square. A perfect square, what you mean by this is convert coefficient of x into perfect square. Perfect square will mean something like 1 square is equal to 1, 2 square is equal to 4 or something. In this case, the coefficient of x square is already 1. So basically, this is a perfect square. There is nothing to do over here. Now normally, whenever you have an equation like x plus, let's say a whole square, we know that this is equal to x square plus a square plus 2ax. Okay? So once you are done, you've achieved this, basically you have kind of covered this leg. But you need to convert the balance equation into this form. It's easier said than done. So how do you achieve this? The idea is to split this into two parts. Normally, what you can do is split it into two equal parts. So let's say split middle one into two parts, two equal parts. So you write this as 3x plus 3x minus 27 is equal to 0. Okay? Now once you've done that, take the first two items, take the common between them. Let's say x, so you get x plus 3 here. Now what is left is this. Now to have this square, we know that when you do the factorization is basically what? You have to have this x plus 3 again here in the bracket. Okay? Now for x plus 3, the first item is 3x. So if you have 3 here, this will give you 3 into x will give you 3x. Right? What is the additional item that you require? Require 3 into 3 is equal to what? 9. But there is no 9 which is available over here. So what I do in this equation is, this x plus 3 is solved, so I'm putting it as it is, plus I put in 3x, I add 9 here, and I subtract 9 from here. 9 minus 9 will be 0, so there is no impact in the equation. Minus 27 is equal to 0. This comes as it is. Plus, now what this achieves for me is that I can take 3 common here, and what I get in the bracket only for this part is x plus 3, and minus 36 is equal to 0. Now you can take 36 to the other side also, so you cut this down, so you get, instead of 0 you get 36. So what you are left with on this side is x into x plus 3 plus 3 into x plus 3 is equal to 36. Or you write this as x plus 3 into x plus 3 is equal to 36. or simply x plus 3 whole square, this is the same number, is equal to 36, is equal to 6 square. Now if you equate both these values, what would you get? You get x plus 3 is equal to plus minus 6. Why? Because square root of 6 can be, square root of 36 can be plus minus 6. So therefore, if you put x plus 3 is equal to 6, you get x is equal to 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Or you put in x plus 3 is equal to minus 6, you get x is equal to minus 6 minus 3 is equal to minus 9. So the two values of x that you get are 3 and minus 9. So these are the roots of this equation. I know it's a little bit tricky, I would say, but as you start doing it, as you practice it a little bit more, it becomes easier. Let me just re-explain the steps to you. Break this up into two equal parts. So you put in 3x here, you put in 3x here. Then take whatever is common between the first two items, x plus 3. Now the idea is to have the same variable, that is which is coming here, into, because you have to convert this into a square, so you already have x here. So if you get plus 3 here, that should help. But if I take plus 3 as common between these two, what I get is x minus 9. And this x minus 9 is different from here, so this will not work. However, what I see is that if I have to get x plus 3 here, with then the first term being 3x, I put in 3 here, right? So this in any case gives me this. But to get 3 here, I need to have what? 3 into 3 is equal to 9. So what I do is, to this particular equation, I add and subtract 9. I add 9, I subtract 9. Then, as I solve this quadratic equation, I reach a position where I'm able to get only on this part, I'm able to achieve it equivalent to x plus 3 whole square. As I move these two to the other part, I realize that it is 36, which is again a perfect square. So I get squares on both the sides. As I solve these equations, I get my value as 3 and minus 9 respectively.